Okay. Everything seems to be working. I hope. I think that's the fastest YouTube has ever shown me as live. Okay. All of that's working. I don't need that anymore. Get that over like that. Hello, Anissa. Not great, but I'm better now. It's about the best way to put it. How have you been? I hope much better than I've been. It's June already. Yeah, I know it's probably really early for a lot of you guys. I just wanted to get a stream out, and I'm gonna be just going for as long as my voice will let me. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. So... It's calling on the phone part of our phone. I probably shouldn't set that way up there. Might need a favor. There's some real sweet folks here and want some special photos made. Use an extra paw. Hey, you have hands, don't you? You can bring those too. You ram your way to the photo place. Help show the dog out. Hi, Daisy May. I don't do photos, Harvey. I'm sorry. So what is my turnip price, Daisy May? I am 104. Bleh. Yeah, and if it's past 5, then Daisy May is on your island. What is my mail like? It's just Jaden at the top. So much mail. Okay. Daisy May. Turnips. Well, for buying turnips, get that. Shoo. Okay. I don't want a beard, Jaden. Letter from Antonio. Someone here the others talking about training their brains. But I have no idea what to lift to work my brain muscle. I'm kind of worried. I'm gonna fall behind. Help! Poor Antonio. Okay. So pitiful interest. I have like 2 million bells in my bank. That is pitiful interest. PM Academy. Once my teacher caught me passing a note and I had to read it aloud. It said, I hate pop music. I was lying. I wanted to impress this girl, Debbie. She liked prog rock. What even is prog rock? Fireflies up the sky at night. I run off the stress of the day. As I watch, amazed and distracted, the mosquitoes make their move. Yeah, I had a lot of turnips the day I had that surge price. And I just sold all of them. And now for the bulk from Jaden. Lot of songs. Shiny new, yes. I feel like I should open that one first. But I'll start from the top. Bamboo shoots. These will be the chew shoes. That's the beard. Yeah, I'll wear the beard. It's decently close to my beard. Yeah, let's wear this. Bam. Wear an apron. That explains the brand new yes. Okay, I've got a ton of cleaning up to do. There are going to be weeds absolutely everywhere. I should put those shoes away before I do anything. I should also put... No, I don't want to place it... No, why?! Why did I pick up the desk? Put that back there. I can read. I need that. I'll just throw these in the tulip room. Yeah, those are pretty close to choose shoes. Probably about as close as it's gonna get in Animal Crossing, so. Why do I have a... Was I like one item from like a storage Nook Miles thing? I guess I was. Yep. I was one item off. Do you spend too many, or do I just not spend enough? That is the question at hand. I already forget the direction of everything. I went the complete wrong way to get to my shovel. Oh, jeez. I mean, they exist to be spent. So theoretically, you're doing it right. And I'm doing it wrong. So much cleaning up to do. And I need to talk to all the animals. With one exception. I'm not talking to Rodney. I almost called him Harvey again. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Harvey. I mean, it's very fitting. I just, like, mowed the lawn a couple days ago. So, I mean, it makes sense I'm coming into here to mow the lawn. Just mowing the entire island. And see, I would go and see who's at my campsite. But I know the only villager I could replace would be Bella, because she's the only one that's asked to move out. And I don't want to replace Bella. I was honestly really worried that she would have just left while I was gone. But I guess not. Is Allie home? She is not home. Like, I don't even want to know who's in there. I'm just making sure there's no fossils in here. I put all that effort into making the campsite look good, and it's just... the campsite itself sucks. At least it looks good. Alright. And yeah, I'm really not sure how long my voice is going to hold out, because it's been so long since I've talked for any length of time. Hey, money rock. That's what I was looking for. I don't know if I want to invest in turnips this week. Given how long I've been away, I don't know how my prices have been trending. So... I mean, it has been a long time. And I feel bad that it's been so long. I just could not do anything about it. Mental dragons are not the easiest things in the world to fight. It's even harder for people like me that I don't know how to ask for help or get help. I am very much not great at dealing with my own brain. I mean, the main problem with, like, me putting myself first is it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to the stream. Because I enjoy doing the stream. So to miss it, it honestly hurts things, but when I'm in a state where I know I shouldn't be streaming, I don't stream, and that it just kind of cycles. It's like, I know I shouldn't be doing it, but doing it would make me feel better, but I'm going to not do a good job if I stream like this. And yeah. That is how my brain works. I will talk myself in circles and never get anything done. The hell happened up here? It's just an orange, a little bit of softwood, and a weed. 27 weeds. Okay. I'm guessing somebody left this here. Hello, Jadens. Somebody moved my egg. The egg that is a reminder that Zipper exists. I'm better than I was. I wouldn't exactly say I'm doing good, but I am definitely better than I was. How are you doing? I have so much to tell you about. So many things, Steven. It's been forever since we talked. I'm gonna get my notes together because there's too much stuff to tell you and not forget something. Okay. I look forward to that, Patty. Yep. Got a lost item. I'm not gonna pick that up until I've talked to everybody. Come on. Don't want to go home with nothing to show for my effort. I probably shouldn't have talked to Hopper while he was fishing. That was a mistake on my end. Why would you want to be awake that early? I say that knowing both of you are awake that early. Both you and Anissa are both up super freaking early. I'm usually only just going to bed then. Whoa, I think it worked. Hey, Steven. I've been training my brain muscles for this thing called telepathy. It's for strong minds only. Started thinking really, really hard about you, and here you are. How you been? Well, I messed that up. Hope that's not rare. Yeah, it's a new month, meaning new bugs and new fish. Yes, I did. I have also put all of the music away. It was a lot of music. Okay, this is adorable. I don't want to interrupt her. She is definitely going to be a very famous singer. I don't want her to break her voice. Pig, it's been ages. Yeah, it's been ages since I last saw you. Were you away seeing a show or something? Even though your fave pop star is right here on this island? I get it. It's important to see the world. Just don't forget to hang out with me sometimes, okay? Hello, Kirby. Just clap at it. Bella is the best. And why would I say General Kenobi? You're Kirby. There's a difference. Let's learn how to make a lawn then. Okay. I can make a lawn now. Being able to make lawns is very important. It's a very important skill. Oh, excuse me. Wrong way. This may also come as a bit of a surprise to people, but I'm actually not that knowledgeable on Star Wars. The Naruto running has spread, and it's adorable. I don't want to interrupt them. I'll come see Antonio first. Yeah, I don't really want any gold items. I might eventually make like a gold watering can, but that'd be about it. Hey Steven, long time no see. What are you up to? Me? I'm up to almost 7,000 push-ups a day, but you can't beat that. No. No, I can't. I can't even do 20 right now, so... Because gold is used for things other than tools that break. Like a robot hero. I mean... How else are you gonna get your robot hero if you don't... If you don't save your gold? Or, you know... The Gemini closet, or, you know, the Taurus bathtub. Gold's used for a lot of stuff. I'm gonna need to interrupt them. Oh my, Steven, it's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, I know how you are. You always keep yourself busy. Just be sure to take some you time, darling. Hey there, it's been a while. Eventum seems kinda empty without you, Blurp. I feel so bad for having taken that time off. Oh. I see there was some drawings done. I don't know how much I have. I have some. I had to come visit everyone's favorite horse, and if he's not your favorite horse, then... yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Look at him build. Which means I'm not gonna get his "it's been a while" chat, but... Hey, it's Cupcake. Oh, I guess I am. Man, I haven't seen you in a while. You on a vacation? Eat a bunch of yummy stuff while you were gone? Tell me all about it. I mean, I wanna know what you're up to. Okay, watch your step. What you doing? Making me a shell fountain. One of the bugs on my floor whispered the DIY instructions in my ear while I was sleeping last night. So I gotta build it before I forget what it even is. Check it out. Plans for a shell fountain. Teach you if you want. Sure, teach me. Give it to me. I got it all scribbled down right here. Just read this. Oh hey, he has his wrestler on display. I like that owl. He needs a radio. I'm assuming by the way you said thought, you didn't actually steal her flowers. What does a Kirby need with gold? I mean, let's be honest. It won't give you a copy ability. Now, Steel, on the other hand, that gives Kirby a copy ability. Okay, I think I've actually got everything cleaned up. There were a lot fewer weeds than I was expecting. I've probably missed quite a few. It still took, what was this, like, half an hour? Nook's Cranny. Wait. What is this? Just random new item? Retro fan. So they just have a random item down here now. Or is this like actually a seasonal thing? I don't understand. I do like this though. Give me this. Oh jeez. No, keep that. Keep the screen. I don't need it. I don't need it. Yeah, I'll check and see how much gold I have once I get back to my house. Video output low. Is the stream like buffering for you guys? Or is YouTube just being a drama queen? Let's look over and see video output low. Yeah, I've definitely missed some stuff. Okay. I missed a single stick. I missed 2 sticks. Okay, YouTube's just being a drama queen then. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Clearly not, YouTube. Hey, Blathers. It's been a while. Bet he hasn't missed me. All the bugs I've shoved in his face. Ooh, he found something new. It is a dip skull. What's this mean? Yes, it's done. The Diplosaurus is complete. Diplosaurus was a remarkable creature. I'll let you with a few facts. Sure. It's fascinating stuff, I assure you. Now, where to begin? Good old Diplosaurus. What would we do without you? This stout fellow embodied the best in all the best dinosaurs. Those sturdy legs, that magnificent tail, and all above that extraordinary neck. You know that its center of gravity was such that sitting up on its hind legs was probably easy. I can read. It's more paired with its long neck. This ability greatly increased its reach for eating plants. Best of all, the Diplosaurus probably grew its entire life, having no adult size. What would we do if we were all so gifted? That's fine, Anissa. If you're tired, go to sleep. Don't stay up. It just does harm to your body. When you're tired, sleep. Still unsure if I want to buy turnips. Yeah, Crazy Red ain't here. Right, I need to go grab that lost item and then see whose it is. I think I've talked with everyone so far. I'll make sure... Wrong button. I'll make sure first. Map. So, talk. Have not talked to Spike. Where is Spike? Yeah, that was my thought. Is it looks about as close as we're probably gonna find with Animal Crossing. Is he home? He's not home. He might be at the Able Sisters. See what new wonderful fashion I can find. Love to find a new pair of pants. I've only had this one pair of pants, and that's been about it. He's not here. Huh. I mean... These would be comfy. But I haven't worn, like, a sweatpant type thing in forever. I know finding a pair of dress pants is going to be impossible outside of the school pants, but, you know. Having more and more hot days lately. Summer's just around the corner. I tend to get my collection of summer aprons. Yeah, don't remind me that summer's just around the corner. Yeah, he might be in the museum. I'll go poke around there. I keep forgetting they can go there. Also, I'm probably going to do a little bit of rambling, because most of the gaming I've been doing lately has been just playing War Thunder and World of Tanks. World of Tanks is a very new addition. Well, I suppose, and Borderlands 3. Because I decided to pick that up while Epic had a sale on, and I got it for like $30, the complete edition. And that's probably about the best deal I'm ever going to get on it, so I decided to pick it up. But, I really wish, and I know it's an impossibility, these two companies would never work together. I kind of wish that Gaijin and Wargaming would work together to make a combined game between the two of them with tanks in it that's actually fun to play and has co-op modes. Because World of Tanks is fun, but it has no co-op mode, and that's all I'm really looking for when it comes to tanks. I don't know enough about tank combat to reliably play a more realistic game with tanks. Plus, the more realistic the game is when it comes to tanks, the less fun it is. Being in a tank is not fun. Borderlands 3 is pretty good. I myself still prefer the pre-sequel, but 3 is pretty good. It's pretty fun. I plan on doing some streams on Borderlands at some point. I'm going to start from the first game and just work my way through them. I don't know if I want to start first chronologically or actual first, but I'll decide. They're basically just looter shooters. With, outside of Borderlands 2, just fun characters to play as. Borderlands 2 is probably the worst, in my opinion. They definitely get more fun when played with friends. Assuming your friends aren't buzzkills. I have one friend that playing Borderlands with is just a chore because he's kind of a buzzkill. But, you know, past that. I get the feeling Spike is down in the fossils, if he is in here. I kind of like around noon. But that in general is like, aside from at night, which I would love to play Animal Crossing at night if the store was actually open. Like, at night is, like, my favorite time of day. As long as it's dark out, I like it. But other than that, I really like around noon. Usually, because around noon tends to be the quietest. 1 to 2 p.m. is really loud and noisy. But around noon, it's usually pretty quiet. Because, you know, when school is in, when there is school that exists, you know, the kids aren't out playing yet, so you don't hear them. No one's out really driving around because noon isn't a lunch break time for any workplace. It's like 11 to noon is like the best time. And that kind of, in a way, translates into Animal Crossing because it's just a nice time of day. Most of your animals are out and about. You don't normally have to go hunting for them. Spike. I'm starting to... Unless he's in here, I don't know where he is. And he is not in here. I mean, technically, we already have the ordinance that just about everybody used, I'm guessing. That being Beautiful Town. Except weeds will still appear. But flowers will not wilt. Which is really nice. If this was an earlier game, my flower fields would have been ravaged by the amount of time I spent away. Yeah, I have no idea where Spike is, so I'm just gonna go pick up the lost item. Probably. Oh, it's not still here. Unless I'm just not in the right spot. Oh, no, it's up here. Right. We're seeing a lot of each other today. You lose this? Oh no, let me see. Random satchel? This isn't mine. It's pretty cool and I'd really like to keep it, but yeah, not mine. Antonio. Okay. Yeah, like, I went... With what I had mentioned before, where, like, when it comes to a tank game, I want a game that has kind of more World of Tanks-esque gameplay with War Thunder's PvE mode. You found my lost bag! Thanks for returning it, but I can't let you leave empty-handed. Here's a little thank you gift. It's an item. Giving you my extra mini cactus set. I should give this to Spike. Because it's cacti. They're spiky. I'd have to find him first, though. Wherever he is. There he is. Frickin' Spike. Steven, I ain't spoken to you a while. Seems I was worried I'd done scared you off. Well, I know you got your own affairs to attend to, so I'll just let you get to it. Good to see you. You know, I'm gonna give him the cactus set if I can. This is yours. What in the... A mini cactus set? Thanks. Was just thinking I could use one of these doodads. This time my spiff of my places will come in handy. For a second, I thought he hated it. And that was going to make it even better, because then I was going to be like, oh, he realizes the pun in me giving him a cactus set. But no, apparently he wanted a cactus set. can't blame him. Cacti are pretty cool. I get the feeling that bug I scared off was rare. Because I've not seen another one yet. Bummer. Rodney. I don't want to knock it off. How has he not gone mad from flamingos just watching him all the time? I've not got around to fishing yet. Well, I suppose I caught a single sea bass. So I saw a sizable shadow and was like, yeah, I should probably try and catch that. Yeah, I'll buy some turnips. I just need to go sell all this stuff first. I mean, what's the point of having money if I don't use the money? So. Because I had a surge price. A little after, like, it wasn't a day I streamed. But I decided I would, you know, sell. I was just turning it on to sell my turnips at surge price. So I have quite a bit of bells. And got an absolutely insulting amount of, interest. But, you know. Like, I understand why Nintendo limited the interest the way they did, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, let's check the lost and found. Yeah. But, yeah, I've got quite a bit of money. So first things first. I'm gonna pay off my loan. Bam. Paid off. Glad Isabelle was happy for me anyway. Nook was just looking over like, more money then, eh? Let's get out. There are 104 bells each. So, if I want 3,100, I would need... yeah. This to go with the money I've got. Let's see if Daisy May is still down here by my house. Yes, she is. Actually, I took out too much money. I was doing my math way wrong. Yeah, I was doing my math as if they were 140. I'm dumb. But I just want 3100 because 3100 is what fits in my my turnip room. More mail. Jaden. It's too much mail. I don't remember setting the music in here to be this, but whatevs. Gods, I look like one of the... I look like a cooking YouTuber. Like my character. Good. Well, I've got a ton of frickin' options. Let's see. Right. I guess I would just randomly play through something. I just want a single track, though. I was hoping that would just work as a random button. Oh, this is the one that sounds like the frickin' tavern theme from Uncharted Waters. Beautiful. Not mean to push that button. Okay. Well, let's do some fishing. I've considered it, but I don't see exactly what it would offer that I can't get somewhere else. Because from what it looks like, it just looks like a Diablo clone, but with Minecraft. If it's the game I'm thinking of, anyway. So, like, I'm not sure what it would exactly offer. Especially where I literally have Diablo 2. Like, if I want to play Diablo, I'll probably just play Diablo 2. I am so bad at this. I'll have to actually watch some gameplay of it. I've seen Markiplier did a video on it with Bob and Wade, so I'll probably just watch them play. See what all it might have to offer. Because I know, like, Minecraft Story Mode was bleh. It was good to make fun of, but that was about it. At least in my opinion. It's just... The pig. Just the pig. It dies. It's supposed to be this big sad moment. It turns into literally just a piece of pork that they then pick up and are like, no! No! It's like, really? You couldn't have, you know, made it less silly. I mean, I don't overly mind silly games, but like, Come on, little fishy. I suppose I can't even fully say that, because there are some games that are meant to be lol, silly, funny that I just hate. Like Goat Simulator. I hate that game. It honestly pains me, but to call it a game, because it's not a game. It's just, haha, the man fell down. The experience. Like, you can get the same experience just watching some slapstick comedy. Like, only that'll probably be much more funny. Because it's not just the exact same, haha, the man fell down, over and over and over and over and over again. Well, I suppose. It's not just haha, the man fell down. It's haha, the man fell down and the game is really glitchy and buggy. Isn't that great? The school of, if we were a AAA development company, we'd be being crucified right now. Haha. I am so bad at this. Hey, red snapper. He's a very dapper snapper. But is he a napper? Hello, shark. Just gonna look away, so I can't screw it up. Yes. Okay, it's a suckerfish. That was a shark. I mean, I'm still okay with it. It's still a new fish. Fair enough. I mean, depending on its price, I probably won't mind catching it. If it's worth more than a horse mackerel, I don't care. Speaking of which... Freaking horse mackerels. I really need to work on my breathing while talking. Because I just ran out of breath saying freaking horse mackerels, because I tried saying that on an exhale. I'm smart. I mean, I don't think I can really be blamed for not being great at this whole speaking thing. A, I've not done it much throughout my life, and B, I've never had any, like, proper training on how to do voice good. So, you know. I just kind of wing it. Might honestly be why my throat ends up so sore, is I'm doing something wrong. Excuse me. I mean, one of the things I'm doing wrong is undoubtedly I'm not drinking enough actual just water. I drink too much coffee, which coffee does dehydrate as much as it hydrates, so it's kind of a double-edged sword there. Because, like, on one hand, I'm keeping my throat moist, but on the other hand, I'm also aiding it in dehydrating itself. So... I should just take a day at some point and just collect manila clams and make fish bait. But at the same time, with how often fish show up on this beach, I really don't need it. I just need to walk up and down the beach. I suppose for rivers and stuff, but, you know. There's not much in the rivers I'm missing. Just like one turtle, I think. Though I don't know what all might be new for this month, so I'm probably missing a fair little bit. But, you know. This will just be a horse mackerel. I don't know why I care. But I'm gonna catch it anyway, just in case. Yep, just a horse mackerel. Yeah, I think he'll get to it. Just probably not for a while. He tends to have this habit of not doing things too quickly. But it would make for, like, a fast-to-make LP for him, so... Never know, it might happen after, Mystery Dungeon. Though I think he might wait until November-ish. Do it around the same time he did the last one. Because there's just, like, there's a lot of holidays all right around then. Which gives a lot of content. Because, like, speaking from streaming it for as long as I have, there's really not a lot of in-game content to commentate about. Which is why I don't normally commentate about what's going on in-game. Because they're really... Like, I'm walking up and down a beach fishing. Like, I've literally already done everything eventful for today. Which is kind of the problem with doing a Let's Play series on Animal Crossing. Is it very quickly... You run out of things to talk about. That are actually related to the game. If you don't pick a time where there's a lot of holidays. So, that would be my guess. If he does it, it'll be around November. Watch, like, next month he does one. and I'm completely wrong. I'd be glad about that, though. Because I quite enjoy his content. I actually aspire to do Let's Plays with the amount of, like, information that, the amount of information that he has in his Let's Plays, while still being entertaining. And yes, I do occasionally still play it. I tend to keep myself to only playing it on days that I've done a stream. It's why some days there will be, like, at the very beginning of the stream, there will be the morning news, basically. It's because I've already had the game open and played it that day. That bee just phased in and out of existence. And I think you mean New Horizons. I haven't played New Leaf in forever. I think I even said New Leaf when saying... Yeah, I can read. Wait, no, don't sell that brain. Oh, okay. I play New Horizons off stream. I don't really play New Leaf. Part of me wants to, but at the same time, like... I don't want to know what state my towns are in. Like, I literally have 2 SD cards with towns on them. And I feel bad I haven't played in forever, and I know my villagers hate me. Because I haven't been around. Isabel's probably waiting with the super shotgun, ready to just blow my brains out for leaving for so long. Gonna make a donation, Blathers. Suckerfish. I also need to go buy a new fishing rod. I completely forgot to do that. Please tell me. Wonderful, but nothing more. The suckerfish is a curious fish that likes to attach itself with its sucker mouth to large marine animals. The benefit to the suckerfish is that it gets to eat smaller parasites and dead skin off the host's body. Amusingly, some people have used suckerfish on cords to catch large turtles with the fish's own suction. Imagine this practice is to cause some awkward conversations between fish and turtle. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. I know there is a lot about New Leaf that in ways are better than New Horizons and are also in ways worse. Though that honestly just seems to be the case with literally every Animal Crossing game. They always make improvements, but they always mess something up moving to the next game. Like, even going back as far as the very first Animal Crossing, the arcade machines. Those things are amazing. Those are literally worth playing the old Animal Crossing for. And Nintendo's never gonna do that again. Even though they could have easily done it with New Horizons by just letting you play the apps for like the NES and SNES games in New Horizons. Just make arcade machines for doing that. Like, that would have been awesome. I mean, yeah, it's literally just playing games you can already play, but it would still just be kind of awesome to be able to do it from within New Horizons. Maybe even just make a machine for each game. Like, that would be really cool. But they're probably never gonna do it. Which is kind of sad. But I do understand why they're probably never gonna do it. And it's just because, like, imagine you have one of these arcade machines. The game would need to be actively checking all the time to make sure you have a Nintendo Online subscription. Or you would just be able to play the game without having the subscription, thus removing some of the benefit of having the Nintendo Online subscription. Come on, little fishy. And oh yeah, I need to mention this because it is a beautiful example of frustration leading to research. I mentioned I've been playing a lot of War Thunder. Now I tend to play the French tanks because, well, the French are about as close to Canadian tanks as you're gonna get. I mean, I suppose there's the British tanks, but Canada never really had many British tanks. We did, however, use a few French tanks. So, you know, Canada is also as much as more majoritarily English, we are, in a lot of ways, closer to the French than the British. So I tend to play French vehicles in those games. And it's frustrated me of just how bad the gun on, like, the Somiwa 35 and the B1 Bis are. And from looking it up, it's literally because Gaijin, the people that make War Thunder, have nerfed those guns. They don't work like they did in reality, not even close. Because the gun on the Somiwa 35 is what would become known the Pak 47. German anti-tank gun. No advertising. / begging. Possible brush. If you want bells, just go make bells. It's not hard. Just play the game. Also, yes, I did time them out. I can moderate while playing. That is one big advantage to Animal Crossing. It's not really something that demands my attention all the time. But yeah, in War Thunder, at around the 300 meter mark, the Somiwa 35's gun can barely penetrate 60 millimeters of armor. In reality, it could penetrate 80 millimeters of armor. So, like, it has been heavily nerfed. Because that may not sound like the biggest drop, but for a tank, especially for the early tanks, which these are early World War II tanks at this battle rating / tier, like, most of them, if they have armor, they have more than 60 millimeters of armor. So the fact that the Samiwa doesn't have its normal penetration value means that it really can't fight the other tanks. Honestly, it's really easy this time of year to get bells in general. Like, just... I mean, fishing so far hasn't been that fruitful. But catch bugs. Like, bridges make great dragonfly traps. The dragonflies sell for a decent chunk. Striped especially. Most of the butterflies around 10 a.m. till around 1 p.m. are ridiculously valuable. Giant water bugs are worth a fair bit. Like... You can also make a fair chunk of bells just selling fruit. Especially if it's a foreign fruit. Bells in general are really easy to make. Bam! 5k bells. And it basically just falls into the camp of play the game and you'll make a lot of money. But yeah, I do get why in War Thunder the French Samiwa is not very good. And it's because if it did have its proper penetration values, it would be incredibly broken at the battle rating it's at. But the developers can just move it. Like, based on the other tanks in-game, if it had its proper gun, it would be a 2.0 tank. It's a 1.3 currently. It's not even that big of a jump, but... And it wouldn't even change most of the things it sees. It would just see some slightly bigger tanks and would actually be able to fight them, too. Which is, funnily enough, one thing that World of Tanks gets right over War Thunder when it comes to realism. And War Thunder's the game that's trying to be as realistic as possible. Like, World of Tanks is just trying to be fun. And it is fun. It would be better if more people played it, but it is fun. I imagine the European server is much better to play on. Because I'm playing on the North American server, because I'm North American. But even with, like, World of Warships, the European server has so many more players. It's, like, nearly triple the player count the North American server has. Europeans love their war games. Though I also find it a little funny when it comes to War Thunder. My oldest brother decided to play through the British tree. And he's been complaining the whole way about how bad... Oh yeah, tilapia. This makes me happier. Apparently tilapias are pretty good. I've never had tilapia, though. This is a fish you can eat, though. If this was an older game, Blathers would tell us all about how to cook it, but... I'm glad you are enjoying being Chew. But yeah, my oldest brother's basically been complaining the whole way about how bad the British guns are, when they seem pretty on par with every other nation, except the French. And they are significantly better than the French guns. Is it pure white? I think it's more of a beige, isn't it? Or am I remembering Chew wrong? Oh man, I got a rock. I need to look this up now. Okay, it is white. Hello, Nautilus. Though even then, it really depends on what you see, because like the box art, it's beige, and that would be why I remember it as beige. But in game, it is white. I don't want to just get browsing Tulip art. I'll just be browsing it forever. Good. And one of my friend's little sisters had a massive crush on me. And like there was quite the age gap in there. Of she was like 11 or 12, I'm 17. I would go and visit them and she would just come running. Like it was quite awkward, but kind of funny. Starry Sands flooring. I honestly thought that would be something that, used star pieces, but I guess not. Before I continue fishing, I should probably come and donate the tilapia to the museum before I almost accidentally sell it, or accidentally sell it. Because, let's face it, this is me. It's a very likely thing to have happen. I'm doing better than I have been, Nautilus. It's a tilapia. There's you and a few fascinating facts about your tilapia, so please tell me. Wonderful, I'd love nothing more. Whenever the waters are warm, tilapia can be found as highly adaptable river fish. They mainly feed on algae, but they also will eat larvae and dead fish, or whatever fits in their mouths. Will confess, as a growing owlet, I similarly define food as anything that fits in my beak. And there you have it. That is your opinion, Angeli. You are fully welcome to have it. Clearly people here disagree with you, but you are fully welcome to have that opinion. I have no ill will towards you either way, so... Man, if Robotic was here, they would have been timed out so fast. She might be a little bit overprotective. That's fine. You've just got to remember that I've probably heard anything anyone could ever say to me before that's negative, so it doesn't bother me. You guys are all free to react however you want, as long as you keep it PG-ish. There's no calling anyone the C word or telling them to F off. And I'm fine. You are free to say frick, though. I messed up again. Why am I failing to speak? I'm failing to English. It's not even Englishing I'm failing at, it's just actually making my vocal cords make the noise instead of just passing the air through them. I am not the best. I will accept that I am okay. but I will not accept that I am the best, because, well, there are undoubtedly better people at doing this whole YouTube thing than I am. That's just how it works. There's always a bigger fish. Plus, if I was the best, then I would have no reason to ever improve. I should just fill these holes in. Full of my own stuff. Okay. I'm guessing by that you are not at home. Caught a beta! I better not drop it. Well, guess I better go donate this beta fish. Any doggo is good. Even the annoying ones. Except chihuahuas. Those can just go burn. They're just little bundles of hate. They just hate everything. Must be a beta. Just a few facts, sure. Nothing more. Beta has long fins and beautiful coloring. It is a tropical fish popular in decorative aquariums. They're very territorial and will fight to complete exhaustion, so aquarists must keep them carefully. Bleh. Rarely do such beauty. I can speak. Rarely do such beauty and violence commingle outside the rowdiest of sunset viewing parties. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in timely manner. Well, fair enough. If it is a chihuahua, then yeah. Sell all of this stuff. Definitely a lot of river fish that I do not have yet. I've gotten, at the very least, I've gotten more river fish, new river fish, than I have new ocean fish. So I'll just stick to the river for now. It's less profitable, but if I say stick to it, I'll continue doing the circle I've been doing. This is a fairly handy little circle. Wrong way. And, of course, catching the occasional valuable bug as I go. I actually wonder if, I mean, it's a seed. Okay, this is new fish. Not new fish, I just haven't caught it yet. I wonder if these are still around. Yes, they are! Around the same time, too. So the flying money is still around. Fair enough. I mean, I didn't do much fishing last month, so there's a good chance that any new fish from last month that might be in the ocean, I also still haven't caught, so... There's that bug again. It's doing a shimmy. Now 11. I've now been at this for an hour and a half. I might go another half hour and then end it just so I don't completely murder my voice. Part of me wants to just try and keep going as long as I can, but I think I might just do another stream later today. Drone beetle. Shouldn't you have more propellers? Don't remind me of drones. The character I've been mostly playing in Borderlands 3 is Zane. He has 3 action skills. He can use 2 of them at a time. He has a, Ooh, another new fish. Piranha. Wasn't the only... Sure, but the piranhas don't attack humans! Unless they're really hungry. They're actually quite friendly. It's a misconception. But yeah, he has a doppelclone. That is pretty cool. It eventually mirrors his own gun and basically becomes a duplicate of himself. He has a force field that basically protects him from all damage, which is really cool, and also increases his own damage output. And then he has a drone called Sentinel that on paper would be really cool, but it deals a flat damage number, meaning it doesn't scale to Mayhem difficulties, which is the endgame difficulties, where enemy healths are being increased by factors of up to, like, 15,000%, making it pretty useless. But there's so much about it that would be really helpful to the build I've gone with him. Which, you know, causes problems. I will get to pond stuff. Doing river stuff now. Okay, I'm guessing piranhas came out at freaking 11. I need to check this. Otherwise, I'm just getting randomly lucky at catching piranhas. No, they've been out for a while. I'm just getting randomly lucky at catching them, I guess. I'm sure Blathers will be pleased that I will have multiple things to donate with the drone beetles. So he won't have to directly see the drone beetle, and because of this, he will be quite happy. That is what I have learned about Blathers. He only hates bugs when they're individuals. If it's a group of bugs, or a bug with other things, he's perfectly fine with it. If I do stream later, I don't know what I'll stream. I'll do something. I actually wonder, has Ninjala fully released yet? Or does anyone here even know? I can't blame any of you for not knowing after how disappointing that test was. So I know it received an update a little while back. I just didn't know if it had been released or if it was just random update happening. Can't blame them for delaying it, though. That test did very much show them that they were not ready. They were far from ready. They shouldn't have needed that test to tell them that, but, you know. I will not let that drop, because they are MMO developers. They should not have had that issue. Well, that amount of issues. Dinner chair. Well, dinner chair. Blech. I can speak. Nothing in my pond. Hello, Davamissions, and thank you. Hope I said your name right. I'm not the best at names. I don't know what the update was for Ninjala. I just saw it updated at some point. I even forget when it was. It was one of the last times I had the Switch up, so it would have been a few weeks ago at this point. Oh man, a boot! Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, eh? Go and get your hockey sticks, and we'll go boat into the lake and do some hockey. Canadian, I can't do a Canadian accent. Technically, though, that means my accent is a Canadian accent. Come on, little fishy. There you go. Notice the rubber duck. There you go. Tad small tadpole. He could do better. Got a surprise for you, Steven. Boom! Prezzy! It's a hat. I like hats. It's a terry cloth nightcap. What even... I don't even know exactly what that would be. Oh, it's one of these. It's a Santa hat, basically. Okay. I mean, I've worn one of these before, but... it really does not go with anything else I'm wearing. So... to be fair, nothing I'm wearing goes with anything else I'm wearing. Ooh. It's one of the summer shells, yeah. Well, I have to quickly use the washroom, so I'm just gonna leave you guys with this view. And I shall be back in a minute or two. Yeah, I've returned. The angle I'm at like this is so much more of a flattering angle than when I go to sit down. I would if I knew what it was saying for certain. I may be Canadian, but I do not know a single bit of French, and I would undoubtedly mess it up. So welcome, Lu Wan. So I suppose I can always Google translating it didn't help. But I would rather not, because, as I mentioned, I know no French. I also don't sing, so... I apologize but I don't like saying things in languages that I don't know. Because whether, like, what you're asking me to say is not an insult or not, a lot of other languages, even English, have words that are very similar to insults and curse words that I would probably accidentally say by mispronouncing the words. That's the problem. I do not sing. I will probably accept that friend request after the stream. I may actually do Splatoon later. I don't know. Where did I... Right there, over there. I don't know if they have emissions. I wasn't even watching. How did I... I am so bad at fishing. It is kind of a surprise to me that I'm getting so many new faces showing up, given how long it's been since I last streamed. One would think that I would be completely out of the YouTube algorithm by now. Honestly, with just how long my channel has existed, you would think I would never even have a hope of attracting any new viewers because, well, my channel's been around for so long. The algorithm has probably completely ignored me by now. Yep, nope, randomly new faces showing up. Not complaining, it's just really surprising to me. It's like, I've been around on YouTube long enough to know the algorithm does not like old channels. And it does not like channels that randomly take nearly 2-week breaks. Which I think it has been 2 weeks. I thought that was the 5th. I counted wrong. I need to go to Sesame Street and learn from the count. How to count. I don't remember if I ever watched Sesame Street when I was a kid. I know I watched Teletubbies when I was a kid. I know I watched that. I have no idea why I watched that, but I watched Teletubbies. Apparently I spoke my first words to the Teletubbies. I am now out of coffee. One would think it would probably take me more than, you know, less than 2 hours to drink this whole cup of coffee. It's freaking huge. I don't mind drinking cold coffee. Mine got cold like half an hour ago. I just don't mind cold coffee. Technically mine is now too, Nautilus, so, you know. Whole can of Folgers upstairs, so it is the best part about waking up. So, you know. I didn't even have that coffee until like yesterday. So my mother had went out, and I'd run out of coffee, and I have a theory on why she did what she did. She picked up the can of Folgers. I have a theory that she did it. I have stuff to donate. Hold on, I'll be back, guys. I have a feeling she picked it up because quite often I'll be up slightly before her, or I'll still be awake before she gets up, and I'll put on a pot of coffee, and then she won't have to make coffee when she wakes up. She just has to pour it from the pot, and there she goes. I have a theory that's why she picked up the can of coffee. Was so that she didn't have to make her own coffee in the morning. I have a donation to make. Buggy Boy and a piranha. Yep, I'm fine, Blathers. Blathers, me boy. It might at some point. I mean, let's be honest. They could, Nintendo could at any point re-add anything from the older games. Yeah, iced coffee isn't bad. I prefer iced cappuccino, which is basically iced coffee, but with a little more sweetener, and it's more of a... It's honestly more of a coffee slushy. Alright, I still have the... No, I want to keep that. I was gonna sell my fishing rod, but I forgot it equipped. So I'm gonna step out, de-equip it, and then... Yeah, it would be much better if the features were already in the game. I don't even know how it got to this point, but it does feel like New Horizons isn't finished yet. Like, it's still a good game, but it definitely feels like it was rushed out the door, even though they had how many years now to work on it? Like, they basically had since the Switch came out to be working on New Horizons. Yet it feels like they more or less just rushed it out the door. Like, they didn't really work on it, and then they're like, oh crap, we said it would be up by this date, we gotta do it now! We've gotta actually do it! To keep going another half hour or to not? I'll keep going another half hour. I don't like ending on half hours. So I'll go until the hour. Unless there is a spike in viewers, in which case I will keep going longer, because I feel bad when that happens. Like, I'll get a spike in viewers and I'm like, oh, I'm ending though. Though, at the same time, every new game these days does kind of feel like it was rushed out the door. Without fail, just about every new game will feel like that. And it kind of sucks. Even a lot of indie games are getting to that point where they just feel like they were rushed for no good reason. Darn fish. Notice me, fish senpai! Notice me! Fish senpai will not notice me. Sniff. I will make fish senpai notice me. Damn it! Fish senpai! There we go. Noticed me now. Though it is kind of the, it is kind of the problem with the games industry as a whole having moved into more of a games as a service mindset. I didn't have any problem with the fish or fishing in City Folk. I actually went into City Folk hearing, like, beforehand, many people being like, oh man, Wild World is so much better. I honestly have to disagree. I much preferred City Folk to Wild World. And I mean, it's probably because I didn't play them at the time. But there was just more content to City Folk. The fish moved a lot. I will admit, the fish moved a lot in City Folk. That's about the only big difference, is they moved around a lot. But I've honestly had that happen more in New Horizons here than I did in City Folk. Like, at this point, I've played literally every Animal Crossing game except the very first one. And with the exception, like, well, no, even to a good degree. Geez, stream health is fine. Though you did mention you didn't have great reception where you are, so I'm guessing the internet isn't all that great either. Like, every Animal Crossing game, and I am going to include New Horizons in this, it feels like an improvement to the last. Well, I didn't play the party game, no. I even forget what it was. Animal Parade. I didn't play that, because that wasn't an Animal Crossing game. That was a party game. I might at some point try the first one. I just know that, like, there are things about the first game that I absolutely adore. Having even never played it. But I know I'm going to be missing some of the magic because I'm not playing it at the time. I have these other games that will probably be warping my opinion of it. Like, I'm pretty sure it has either the same amount or fewer holidays than Wild World. And that honestly bummed me out about Wild World, was the lack of holidays. Because I got so used to New Leaf with, like, basically a holiday a month. Sometimes multiple holidays in a month. Mess that up again. Like, to go from that to, you know, basically nothing, it was kind of depressing. I got you, Allie. The curse is lifted. Yuck! I had fleas. My social status is going to plummet unless... thank you for getting rid of them. Perhaps you could refrain from telling anyone, Gra? I mean, you're an alligator. I'm not going to tell anybody if you tell me not to tell anybody. I prefer living. Huh, is anyone else's buffering? Like, is anyone else's stream buffering a lot? Okay, so it is probably just Nautilus. This isn't the first time this happens. Alrighty. So yeah, it is definitely just Nautilus. The curse of the bad internet continues. Yeah, like some of the things I adore about the first game is, like, well, being able to play old NES games in another game. Like, that is just awesome. Like, I don't know any other way to describe it other than just it's just awesome being able to do that. And it does make me a bit sad that the first Animal Crossing is the only one that's possible in. Alright. And yeah, no, so it wasn't like they were responding to you. I had asked if anyone else was buffering. Because, well, it's nice for me to know if everything's breaking or not. Because there's a chance when everything's breaking that I can fix it. Keyword there being chance. I should move this so I don't... No, pick it up. There we go. And I actually think I'll just go for another full inventory of bugs and fish and then end the stream off. Because where I am out of coffee, it's... half hour is a long time to go with nothing to drink. And I don't want to just go and get more, so... I will definitely be trying to stream later as well, though. It's not like the stream is just going to end right now. I've still got a decent little bit of space to go, so... Darn it. Come here, you. If I go over there, it's going to come down here. But I want that butterfly. It's very valuable. Ah, got it. I mean, it's not as valuable as the Queen Alexandria, but still pretty valuable. Time I see Daisy May, I'm tempted to buy more turnips, but they're so expensive this week. We got 5,000 bells. Made 10,000 bells just from my slingshot today. Stringfish is not in the Northern Hemisphere right now. At least I'm 90% certain it is not. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that the the cursed one is not here. Nope. Not back until December. So, if you want it before December, you're gonna need to visit somebody in the Southern Hemisphere. Assuming it's still in the Southern Hemisphere. Don't be too disappointed. It was incredibly difficult to catch. I mean, it took me well over 200 fish bait. And that's just what I could keep track of. I undoubtedly put probably close to 300-400 fish bait into catching one string fish. The thing is ungodly rare. Purely because it is in a size of its own. Like, there is nothing else of its own size. At least in March, kind of thing. There was nothing else of its own size. I don't know if it is the only thing in rivers of its own, if its size. But then you are incredibly lucky to have emissions. Unless it was just rare in March. It may have just been rare in March. I don't know. Right, I'm out of coffee. I have a little bit left. See, that's why I'm looking down. My throat's already getting sore. Frog. Tis a mighty beast. Or I suppose you may have also just done a buttload of fishing. That is also a possibility. Daisy May is so cute. That is the big advantage about it taking until December for them to show up again, is if you don't want to just go to a Southern Hemisphere town and fish there, you have plenty of time to build up a massive amount of fish bait. The rivers on my hill are too close together, I basically had to. I would have had to have walked all the way down off, well, basically climbed down off of the mountain, just to get fish to respawn, so. Because they're just too close together, there's not enough space for fish to start spawning. I suppose I could also just walk from one end to the other, but. Okay, that's gonna be the end of my fishing and bug catching, meaning it's very close to this is the end of the stream. As mentioned, I will probably be trying, well, I'm going to be trying to stream later today. There is a Discord for anyone that wishes to join it who is not a part of it. It is linked in the description down below. I announce there every time I'm going live and where I'm going live to, because I also tend to stream on Twitch. I tend to cycle around. The schedule is on the Discord. I think it's also, I forget if I have an updated version in the description or not. But the definitive schedule is on there. Wait, do I have anything new? I don't think I do. No, okay. Just to make sure, because I couldn't remember. I'm also going to try to be more active on there. And you know, I'm going to buy the screen. It's really expensive, but I'll buy it anyway. Hello again, Kirby. Your name is not General Kirby, so I'm not going to say it. You have to change your name first. I'm also about to end off, so... yeah, I'm going to, I will be definitely announcing on the Discord when I, am going live again. As mentioned, I am about to end my stream off, so I apologize to those who are just showing up. This is what always happens. There is a Discord in the description down below, should any of you wish to join it. I announce there when I'm going live, where I'm going live to. There's also a schedule in the pinned items in the announcements channel that is, the relative up-to-date schedule. It's mostly just when I stream on what day. First stream, second stream kind of thing. I tried... In the ideal world, I'd be doing 2 streams a day every day. I'm hopefully going to get to doing that very soon, hopefully starting with today, but I can't promise anything. With that said, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you probably later today for more streaming. See you all then.